Good morning. It is still morning here where I am in Arizona. It is 11:28. Where you guys are is 2:28 Eastern Time.
Yeah.
We are here with the
It's
prediction
my
show for
bedtime,
AEW Double
man.
or Nothing tomorrow. It is your bedtime. Yeah, you sleep during the day and awake by night.
Yeah,
Total
dude.
opposite
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So,
much for hopping on
excuse me
today.
if, yeah, man. So, excuse me if I look like dead tired because I didn't get any sleep last night either. But we're here, man. Like you said, we're a day away from Double or Nothing, dude. You're going to be there live. You were there live for Rampage last night, man. This is going to be a really good pay-per-view. I think the card's definitely been shaping up the last week and a half or so, and I'm excited for it, man. I'm really excited.
To those of you guys that are watching, just a little disclaimer. I'm in the middle of the desert right now. Not a whole lot of civilization, but a little bit of civilization. So hopefully the cell service stays stable where I am. But right now I'm on 3 bars, 5G. So while we got service, let's get the show started, why don't we?
Let's do it, man. We got to hit some music.
Are you ready?
Agility from the champion. Oh, deep six! That could be it. Delivers this deep six.
This is our AEW prediction show.
Hook
Joined by
Bros in the
Tommy
house.
here.
What's up?
I'm in the middle of the desert.
I'm in the middle of my
rolling.
living room. Yeah, I'm not doing much.
We got some comments already. The Hook Bros in the
Hook
house.
Bros in the
Yes.
house, of course.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
So this has been a pretty decent week for AEW. Pretty decent Dynamite and Rampage, mostly all building up to tomorrow's event. And what I believe AEW is saving the best for last here in Las Vegas with a stellar card tomorrow night. Tommy, I cannot wait. How do you feel about the shape up before we dive into the rundown here?
Yeah, man. Like I said, kind of going into the intro, I really do feel like the last week and a half and even on Rampage and just everything that's kind of taken shape for the last few episodes of Dynamite and Rampage has really made this card a lot more interesting than I think people probably thought it would be, looking back at it a month ago. I mean, obviously we have some really good high quality main events and we'll break those down, but I'm starting to really dig, the lesser mid card matches that are going to be on this card. I think there's going to be a lot of chances for a lot of I don't want to say superstars. It sounds wrong. A lot of wrestlers in this roster to really make an impression on the crowd, and I think we'll see that.
I'm looking at the undercard too, and they're potential show stealers all throughout the card.
Yeah.
There's some bangers of matches that potentially will be going down. I cannot wait. I think this card is going to be from beginning to end. I think it's going to be one of the strongest cards that we've seen, believe it or not, despite the lack of building some feuds and what have you. I think this is, from a wrestling standpoint, this could be very well one of the best cards yet.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you.
But and this kind of came. We know that the MJF Wardlow build. I almost said Miz. MJF Wardlow builds.
Hey, what it seems like we might be getting MJF and the Miz in a few years.
It could be. That's a whole nother topic, and I think AEW is going to shell out the money. That's been probably the more intriguing storyline builds out of the whole pay-per-view, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of came, kind of shaped up last minute within the last month. More emphasis has been made on the Hangman Punk over the last couple weeks, so that kind of came together rather fast. So there wasn't really a whole lot of long-term booking there. But we're going to get into all that because I believe the Hangman Punk feud is a stepping stone to something else, in my opinion. But we'll get to that in a moment. But very exciting card. I'm hoping that the Vegas crowd will be a lot better tomorrow night than what we have gotten on Rampage and Dynamite. The crowd is kind of lackluster, not my opinion. I've seen better crowds.
Fair enough. I feel like they'll be there for tomorrow. I feel like it'll be a good crowd for tomorrow.
Yeah. Definitely got to be the AEW fans got to show up and show out tomorrow night for sure. No doubt about it. But so let's go through the card, Tommy. You ready?
I am ready, man.
Your Rays aren't ready, but are you ready?
Gotta throw something in. Alrighty. I'm ready.
Did you see what my Red Sox did last night? 7-2 lead in, I guess, in the beginning of the game within the first couple innings, and then they blew the 7-2 lead, and Orioles end up winning 12-8. So basically, after that point, the Orioles scored the Red Sox 10-1.
Hey, the Orioles are getting. They're not in bad territory. They're in the not good, but they got some people there, man. That Rushman kid can really play.
Yeah, I mean, and not to mention they're in a tough division. I mean, if you throw them out in the Central Division, I think the Orioles are making a little bit more noise, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I fully agree with you on that.
The best American League teams are in the AL East, no doubt about it.
Yep.
But, so let's get to the card.
Let's do it, man.
So the event's going to start off with the buy-in. The fans, I am expecting the fans to be a little bit hot during this match for sure. Great way to start the night, but we're going to have Hook and Danhausen versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling. In my opinion, the crowd's going to be hot for that, but Hook is going to be the one carrying the team and essentially getting the win. I'm definitely looking forward to this match and seeing how the dynamic of Hook and Hausen are together. What are your thoughts on this? Great way to start the night, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good crowd pleaser to start. Like you said, the buy-in is I feel like nothing special. It's just like a pre-show, But I mean, this match is going to be good, man. I'm excited to see what Hook's done. This will be his second pay-per-view match. Maybe they'll finally let Danhausen get some offense in. But this is the great way to start. And obviously, Hookhausen is winning this pay-per-view match.
Danhausen's been training.
Yeah, he was good on the Indies, man. I've seen some of his stuff.
He's been training hard. You see his training workout package with Hook the other day?
Yeah, I did.
It's good stuff there. I honestly couldn't tell you how the pay-per-view is going to open up itself, and we'll get to that. But we have Kazarian, Frankie Kazarian, Sammy Guevara, and Ty Conte versus Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and the debuting Page of Van Zant. The stipulation here in this mixed tag match, if Guevara loses, he can't challenge for the TNT title anymore. So who's your pick here? Because this is a little interesting with the stipulation that we got.
I'm gonna go with the heels here, man. I think Scorpio and them need a good win, and I think Paige Van Zant's gonna get that in her first win.
Okay, so all right. So now, assuming that they win, what happens with Guevara next?
That's when you do it. You do it as some mixed tag match. They're gonna stick with this Paige Van Zant stuff for a while. So okay. I think that you do that, and then I don't know, throw him in some meaningless tag team. I'm not the biggest fan of Sammy Guevara, if we're being honest. I think he's fine, but I would be okay if he wasn't in the TNT title picture. Put him in a trios title or something.
I'd be interested to see who he would be mixed in with as far as trios go. Does he reunite with Santana and Ortiz?
I'd be okay with that, but I honestly only if. I mean, you could still do the cop-out answer of putting him on Ring of Honor too. Give him the Ring of Honor Pure Championship or something like that. I feel like there's options to get around that versus what you had with Cody, where you couldn't get around that he can't be a world champion anymore.
Yeah. So it's like pretty much what Cody Rhodes did was he created his own ceiling, and that's that.
Correct. And I think that now with the purchase of Ring of Honor, if Sammy were to lose, which I do think that they will, it just gives them they have a backup plan. They have something that he could be the Ring of Honor, heavyweight champion. He could be the Ring of Honor Pure champion. Their TV champion. There's options.
Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. I think we're gonna get Sky, Ethan Page, and Paige Van Zandt their way, especially with Paige debuting too.
Exactly. That's more or less the deciding factor for me.
We see Darby Allin in the match that was added on recently. Darby Allin versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh gosh, what a match!
This is going to be a great match. I know it was added on kind of last minute, but somebody was mentioning like they didn't even know that they were feuding. Well, this is on one of the wrestling Facebook groups, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, well, they must have not really been paying attention because Sting and Darby Allin got into a scuffle with, All Elite. And, leading up to Sting's injury, and they must have been not paying attention to that at all. So there was kind of like a little bit of a build, kind of like a plant for a possibility. And sure enough, we're getting that match tomorrow, which I believe Darby Allin's going to win. Who do you got here, and how do you feel this match is going to go?
Yeah, it's tough because I love Kyle O'Reilly, and I think he's done some pretty good work in his time here at AEW, but I still think Darby, like you were saying, he's still kind of one of the more important players. He's one of the four pillars of AEW, and I just feel like, how do I put he needs to win more because Kyle O'Reilly can always fall back on the Ultimate Elite and still be a big player in the AEW landscape, I guess. So I just feel like kind of reinventing and giving Darby, especially a win over a guy like O'Reilly, who's such a technical, wizard in the ring. I feel like that's just the smartest way to go.
Yeah, no, I feel Kyle O'Reilly's niche is being in a tag team with Bobby Fish.
Yeah. Or again with the Ultimate Elite, like in that big group.
Let me ask you, did Roderick Strong officially get his release from WWE?
I don't think so yet, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm just thinking as a possibility. Rob, did he? Not yet. Okay. So I'm just thinking of a possibility of like Roderick Strong possibly joining All Elite. I'm still looking for that when that time happens when WWE grants Roderick Strong, that wish to be released.
Yeah.
But anyhow, getting back to Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle O'Reilly, his niche is being in my opinion, his niche is to be in a tag team division. I think he excels better, with Adam Cole and Fish for sure, no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you on that.
So they're gonna have a banger of a match, but I gotta go Darby Allin here, unless the way that Kyle O'Reilly would win would be foul play with interference. For sure, that could always happen, but I'm gonna have to go Darby Allin.
Yep, I agree. Darby gets the win here. It would be a fantastic match. Definitely is one of those matches that could steal the show.
Absolutely. Death Triangle versus House of Black. This feud's been going on for a few months now. What are your thoughts on this? I think this could be the potential one of the best matches of the night. I'm expecting Ray Phoenix to be flying all over the place. Same thing with Penta and Pac. And
yeah.
Pac. Pac. But
One of the two.
what do you think here? I think this is going to be a wild match. I think this has the potential of being one of the best matches. Then again, the whole card has the potential of being one of the best matches, with the exception of like the first match we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, this match is going to be interesting. I don't really know where they go from here because I feel like Penta and Death Triangle has kind of been just floundering. And what really is the motive of House of Black? I feel like they've done the same promo and the same stuff for the last 2 months since they've been here, however long. I do think this match from an in-ring standpoint is going to be great, but I mean, who wins? I don't know. I would hope that you'd give it to House of Black because I feel like they kind of need a. Has Aleister Black even really won Malachi Black? Has Malachi Black even really won a big match in AEW yet? Cody,
he's
I
got
guess.
some wins, but yeah.
I mean, Cody, I guess.
It's been a little quiet.
It's and I feel like if to really, assert the dominance of what House of Black is, I think they need a defining win. So give them 15 minutes and let House of Black win. So that's going to be my pick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with you. I think House of Black needs this win a little bit more than Pac, Penta, and Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think House of Black needs to win a little bit more, to be honest. So I'm going to have to go with them.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Because
collectively, they really have not done anything yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing is there's a lot that you can do with the rest of their name is just escaping me. Death Triangle. Yeah, with Death Triangle. Death Triangle is still going to be a big thing. Again, another team that I could see potentially making the move to Ring of Honor, being a really good staple, the veteran tag team, on that brand, and that kind of would give them more of a chance to, I think, hold the titles as well. But House of Black has just been they're on every episode of TV, basically, but it's just the same stuff over and over again. Like they need something to happen or some big win, and I think that this is the time to do it.
The trios division needs something to build to.
Yeah.
They need the trios title.
I agree.
It's time that they do it. Tony Khan's trying to figure this whole thing out with scheduling, TV time, and at the same time, he's trying to figure out the whole ROH thing.
We mapped it out for him yesterday. Soon. We mapped him out for it yesterday. Put it on HBO Max.
We did map it out. Yeah, HBO Max for sure.
That's how you get it. You can get HBO Max up and running in the next week.
Hey, listen, you can have HBO Max for free when you sign up for the unlimited all elite plan. No pun intended, but when you have that unlimited plan, AT&T gives you the HBO Max for free.
Correct.
And then when you have HBO Max for free, then you have access to AEW stuff and Ring of Honor. Should they go that route?
Yep.
I think HBO Max would be a great streaming platform from Ring of Honor.
It's just the best thing to do, I think, honestly. Like you said, it works. And go back and watch our episode yesterday. I spent about 7 minutes mapping out the entire AEW roster's move to ROH. But yeah, HBO Max for the win. And I own it, or I have HBO Max. So, that would be great for me too.
Oh, absolutely. Young Bucks versus the Hardys in a grudge match, so to speak. No titles on the line here or anything like that. But a fantasy match that many fans have been clamoring for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And now we get to see it on a major platform, not an indie platform, but on a major wrestling platform on pay-per-view. The Hardys versus the Young Bucks. Did you see what they did on Rampage?
I did not. What did they do?
So this is the rundown, and I didn't catch it right away because I was filming with my phone, so I didn't get a good view. But the Hardys music goes off, and then I see Gangrel, and Gangrel comes out.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And now, to my perception, it was still the Hardys until I noticed that Brandon was with them, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Young Bucks imitating the Hardys.
Did
So
you see?
Gangrel comes out with Young Bucks.
Did you see Cutler wearing Lita's thong?
You know what? I did not see it because I was a little far up for me to see it.
Dude, it's perfect.
But
They went fully into it. It was great.
So, I don't know how you boo a team that does stuff like that, but anyway, the Young Bucks are going in as the heels in this, and the Hardys are going in as the face, obviously. But then we see the Young Bucks turn on Gangrel, and out come the Hardys with the save. We see a little bit of brouhaha, and now we're ready. We're set. We're ready for the Hardys versus the Young Bucks tomorrow night. Double nothing. I think I got the Hardys here.
Really?
I think I got the Hardys here. I think you got to give the Hardys a win here.
Okay. I still think the Young Bucks are the team to beat. I just feel like we're ultimately building to that ultimate elite breakdown. However they end up doing that. I hope it's going to be blood and guts. Let's do blood and guts at Forbidden Door. But yeah, it'll be interesting, man. It'll be very interesting. But I think the Young Bucks get the win, kind of build their momentum going into a match with the Elite or with the Bullet Club at Forbidden Door, and then we see the breakdown at Forbidden Door, and boom, you got your next match for All Out.
Now we got the Owen Hart Women's Tournament Final for the men and the women, and I am very, very intrigued in both these matches. We're going to have Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Soho got the win against Statlander on Rampage last night. Britt Baker, I think she's the woman. I think she's the woman that's going to win the Owen Hart tournament this year.
I can't pick against Ruby, man. I can't. I won't.
It's your
Indie girl, dude. I can't do it. We're going Ruby for the win.
You could probably get away with giving Ruby the win here. It would definitely build her up for sure, because that women's division needs a few more solidified stars for sure.
Yeah.
So
and I think she'd be great. I think she would be the perfect person for that.
Baker on this. I think Brit is going to get her win here. But they haven't. Oh, that's a nice view. We're in Arizona. Those of you guys that are watching, we're in Arizona. I've never driven in Arizona like this before, from Vegas to Arizona. And the views are just absolutely crazy right now. So nice. But anyhow, yeah, I mean, I think they're going to go Britt Baker here. You can't go wrong with Ruby Soho, though, because you need to give her a little momentum, which she hasn't had. Will it really hurt to give Britt Baker the loss? I don't really think so.
Yeah.
Nothing's on the line here. There's no title on the line or anything like that. So I mean, it's very possible Ruby Soho could win. I'm leaning just slightly a little bit more towards Britt Baker on this one for sure.
Fair enough. It'll be a good match. I think it will be a good match.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. If you give these ladies time, it's going to be an absolutely really, really good match.
Yeah.
For sure. Then we got the men's Owen Hart tournament. Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. Baby.
I'm
And
repping the shirt. I'm repping the shirt.
let's go.
Hey, Bay. My dude.
And this is going to be – this is a hard choice for me, but I will say Adam Cole probably gets the win here.
Probably.
I think it's going to
Of
happen
course he
because
does.
normally I would probably go. I don't know which way I would go here on a normal circumstance, but now there's a lot working against Samoa Joe here.
Yeah.
He got his feud with Jay Lethal, that other giant, and Sanjay Dutt. It's been a little quiet the last week or two, but they've been going after Samoa Joe, and now you also got the factor of the Undisputed Elite. You also got the possibility of Bobby Fish or Kyle O'Reilly or somebody on the Elite,
Yeah.
to come in and help Cole win. So I feel like Samoa Joe's got a lot working against him here. I expect this. I fully expect this to be one of the best matches of the night. A potential match of the night for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So I'm gonna go Cole. I'm definitely gonna go Cole.
What if I told you that we're going to see Jay White come out and help Adam Cole set up the match? Just a little friendly, big pop. We need a good surprise. It's Double or Nothing. Jay White coming out, helping Adam Cole. That's how you kind of start to build to whatever you end up doing at Forbidden Door. I'm calling it right now,
Okay.
man. I'm calling him a shot.
Okay. We haven't seen Jay White lately, but we definitely know that he is the potential, definitely a potential person to help out Samoa Joe. I'm sorry, Adam Cole for sure.
Yeah.
So that's a really good point. I did not even think about Jay White, and I probably should have, considering Forbidden Door is a month away.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, I'm
you
so
got to
excited.
believe that between tonight and Dynamite, we're going to start seeing New Japan guys. I'm sorry, tomorrow night in Dynamite, which will be this Wednesday, that we're going to see some guys start showing up, as we saw the other night on Dynamite as well, with Cobb showing up and his buddy who is having a blast in Vegas apparently.
Great O'Con.
I saw some of what he was doing. He's having a little bit of blast, a little bit frisky with his hands.
He is enjoying himself.
He is enjoying Vegas. He's acting like he's never been there before. He probably never have. But he's having a blast in Vegas for sure. So, yeah, I'm going Adam Cole. I think there's a lot working against Joe right now. A lot of potentials of between people helping out Adam Cole or interfering. I'm led to believe that we'll probably see. I think there's a higher chance of seeing shenanigans from Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt.
Yep. I agree.
So Adam Cole's camp. So I'm expecting that. I'm expecting a great match here. You got to give Joe and Cole 20, 25 minutes for sure.
Yeah, I fully agree with you.
Do we know what the prizes are, like with the trophies or any belts that might
I think they get a title match.
come of the winners?
I thought they got a title match.
Okay, so that's the incentive. I heard something a little bit about it. I didn't look into it.
I believe
So
that's.
Is that what you heard? Title match? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Cool. And then, yeah. So I mean, this is a stats card already.
Yeah.
But then we have the Anarchy in the arena. JAS versus Moxley, Danielson, Santana, Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston. This is going to be a complete breakdown. I feel like this is going to be all over the arena. I feel like this match is going to be all over the arena. AEW is going to have extra cameramen on this for sure. I think this match is going to go in the stands. This is going to go in the food concourses. Rob, you better let me out of my seat so I can chase down the action if it goes in the crowd. He's right next to me. But seriously, if the wrestlers go up the stands and it's a food concourse, I'm following. I'm going to get in the action and try to get on TV. No doubt about it. But I believe that this match is going to be all over the place, backstage. Like, basically, this is a stadium stampede.
Yeah,
but
that's
arena.
exactly what I was going to say. Just think stadium stampede.
It's going to be great. I cannot wait for this. I absolutely cannot wait for this. This is going to be absolutely nuts. I think we're going to see blood and guts, no pun intended. But I'm going to have to say JAS is going to win.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's who I was going to go. Of course they win.
New stable. I think they get the win. It's like Moxley's team's kind of like a makeshift team, you know? So I don't think it's going to hurt Blackpool Combat Club if they get the loss, or if it's going to hurt any one of those guys in particular if they take the loss. But JAS as a group, you got to give that an official stable. You got to give them the win.
Yep, I agree.
You got to give them the win here. I think we're going to see some good things out of Jericho, and I think we're going to see some good things out of 2.0 for sure. Just to see their butts getting handed to them is going to be something I'm looking forward to. But you know that match is going to be all over the place.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be the fun match of the night. Maybe kind of like the breather match, but not. But I think it's going to be one of the more fun matches of the night for sure.
Yeah.
And then where they go with this afterwards, again, they could do another steel cage match for sure. Eventually, kind of like what they did with Pinnacle versus Jericho's last stable. Help me out here.
The Inner Circle.
Yes. So kind of like what they did with Inner Circle versus Pinnacle in the cage. I think we could see something like that, maybe like an All Out or something.
Yeah, blood and guts. Yeah.
Later on. Yeah. So we'll see where that goes. And now we get into the good stuff. But for those of you guys that are watching, before we go any further, let me interrupt myself. Well, we got about 178 miles before Arizona. Nice. Anyhow, ProWrestlingTees.com, www.ProWrestlingTees.com. Check and then do the search for the Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast. We have 4 shirts available: black, navy blue, gold, and the latest army green. So it look very nice with the yellow logo. Make sure you guys check that out. Memorial Day sale is this weekend. So please take advantage of that. Help support our podcast.
Yeah.
Our podcast is a monthly cost. So we need your help, guys. Your support would be greatly appreciated. And the more sales we get, oh wow, I just saw a tumbleweed. That's freaking cool. Anyway, I'm out here in a highway in the middle of the desert. This is like crazy. I literally just saw a tumbleweed fly in front of my car. It's just like something you see out of the movies. This is crazy. Anyway, guys, those of you guys that listen, make sure you go on, give us support. The more T-shirts that we sell, we're not going to put it in our pockets. We want to donate it or help improve our podcast. So you guys are very vital to that, and they're pretty nice shirts actually. And we want to make more, so help us out.
For sure.
Anyhow, so that's www.ProWrestlingTees.com. Search for that Pro Wrestling Podcast. We'll be back with episode 92. I don't think we're doing a post show for AEW. I mean, maybe I'll do something tomorrow night just to hop on. But otherwise, we'll be back episode 92, talking more in depth about AEW Double or Nothing and what have you. But moving on, Jade Cargill defending her TBS championship against Anna Jay. Easy one to predict here. It's going to be Jade Cargill. How many wins is she up to already? The 32, 33?
Oh, I have no idea. That sounds about right, though. She's been on a dominant tear, man. I like the new stable that she's got. I like what are they called?
The
bad
baddies?
girls, the baddies. I like that.
Listen, I'm not too sure if I'm expecting a great match here. Jade Cargill has got a great presentation. She looks like a star. She's got great ring entrance. I have no problem with all that. But her in-ring work is more of like a WWE style than AEW, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She's super green. Has she shown signs of getting better? Yeah, for sure. But I fully expect Jade Cargill to pull out the win, and Jade doing a lot of the work.
I think it'll be fine, but I do think we'll get Jade Cargill getting the win.
The way they're building up Jade Cargill right now, like they're, I don't know who they're gonna have beat Jade Cargill, but who knows? Maybe a Sasha Banks later on in the year.
Gosh,
I don't know.
That would be interesting. That would be an interesting move.
AEW tag titles: Jurassic Express versus Starks and Hobbs, and against Keith Lee and Swerve. I have a feeling we're going to get new tag team champions here.
Yes, Stark and Hobbs, baby. They're getting the win.
Yeah, you're going with them?
Yeah, of course. I think we're going to see a little dissension in Team Taz because of Hookhausen. Perfect way to set it up.
So you think that? Oh, okay, I see where you go. So you think they're going to build towards Hookhausen against Starks versus Hobbs?
Correct.
Eventually.
Correct.
That's interesting. They could go that route. I think I'm leaning more towards Keith Lee and Swerve.
Okay.
But I think we can both agree that these tag team titles are coming off of them, right?
Yeah. I think it's time. We get the Christian Jungle Boy feud too. I think it's a good filler match for All Out.
Do we think Christian turns on Jurassic Express?
Yeah. I think it happens here.
That's gonna be interesting. Okay. And you know what's funny? We haven't seen Christian in a singles match in a while.
Yeah. Since his match with big match since his match with Omega.
Really, it's been that long?
Well, since for a big match,
right.
like when he had the Impact title.
Yeah, I have not seen Christian in a singles match since.
Sounds about right.
All right. I have to lean more towards Keith Lee and Swerve. Just they're a little bit new on the roster. They're recognizable names.
That's fair.
But you do have there's more purpose with probably Ricky Starks and Hobbs winning to set up a little dissension with Team Taz for sure with Hookhausen. But we'll have to see about that. This is another match on my list that could possibly steal the show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm fully expecting Keith Lee with some really good spots, like the pouncing on someone to go fly. I can see Keith Lee pouncing Ricky Starks and Ricky Starks flying into the crowd tomorrow night.
That would be awesome. That would be a good moment.
I could definitely see that. But we'll see. AEW Women's Title, Thunder Rosa defended against Serena Deeb, which I think this is going to be a really good women's title match here. I don't really see the title coming up with Serena Deeb here. I'm leaning more towards Thunder Rosa.
Wait, Thunder Rosa has the title.
That's what I meant.
Okay,
Sorry, I got
you
distracted by
confused
GPS.
me. Yeah.
I
Thunder
don't
Rosa's
see
winning.
Thunder Rosa dropping a title.
No.
I don't see Serena winning. Thunder Rosa's only had the title for what, like 3 months now, if that.
Yeah, they need
No,
to put an
yeah,
end to
2 months. She's
this feud.
had it for 2 months.
They need to put an end to this feud, and Thunder Rosa needs that kind of defining win. And I think as a champion, I should say, and I think that's what she gets here.
Yeah, I think Thunder Rosa is going to keep this title all the way deep into this year, and possibly maybe losing it to a marquee name or like a Britt Baker later on in the year,
Yeah.
or a Jade Cargill. I'd hate to say it, but they could go that way.
If
Especially if they keep building her undefeated streak.
yeah, I could see that.
But I think we have a little bit of time for that. I think we've got plenty of time for that, and that's probably the least likely to happen. I think you give Thunder Rosa a few more months with the belt for sure. It's into the summer, so I got Thunder Rosa retaining.
Yep, me as well.
And the much anticipated AEW World Title match. CM Punk defending his title against Hangman Page. Sorry, I did it again. Hangman Page defending his title against CM Punk. Hangman having this belt for about 7 to 8 months now. Adam Page has had a couple good wins under his belt. Defeating Adam Cole, defeating, Bryan Danielson, and having that 1 hour draw of Bryan Danielson beating Lance Archer recently. He's had some good wins. I think this might be the feather on the cap for Hangman Page. I think Hangman Page is coming out with the win here. I would not be surprised. I know you want Punk to win. I would not be surprised
Yeah.
if Punk.
You
I
should
would
know
not be surprised. I definitely would not be surprised if Punk wins here. I'm going I'm leaning 60-40, 60% chance Hangman wins, 40 CM Punk, which is still pretty high odds.
Yeah. On the other way, just flipped. 60-40 Punk. I mean, I think the time is right, and I don't think you bring in somebody of the stature of Punk and not give him the title. I think that Hangman's had it for a good run, and his chase was we can all admit his chase was a lot better than his actual title run, and I think Summer of Punk 3 is a move. So yeah, man, I'm going with Punk here. Heel
And
Punk.
very well.
Heel Punk.
Yeah.
Very
You
much
think it's
heel.
going to be full on heel?
He is turning heel.
I feel like Paige has been acting more of the heel lately.
That's fine, but
with the exception of Punk acting heel in Nassau County because of hockey.
Yeah.
Nah,
heel
other than
Punk.
that, I feel like Hangman's been more the heel here.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know. They'll do a double turn or something. I don't know. Just get heel Punk. That's all we need.
Very huge possibility Punk. We could see the Summer of Punk. My reasoning for Paige possibly winning and retaining is the long-term storytelling booking of when Kenny Omega comes back.
That's fair.
When Kenny Omega comes back healthy, ready to go.
Yeah, but we don't know if that ever's going to happen.
The story tells itself. The story's there that he's going to want his title back.
That's fair.
And it doesn't mean he's going to necessarily get it back right away the moment he comes back. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they're going to start a program there, which would essentially enable Kenny Omega to get his title back. That's what I'm thinking. The story is definitely there for that to happen, which is why I think Hangman wins here. But CM Punk, I mean, very, very possible that he could come out champ as well. Because the positive of this is that it's going to continue to draw more eyes to the product. CM Punk is a better draw. Why not promote him as your world champion? So I'm going 60-40 Hangman, but I wouldn't be surprised if Punk gets the W. You with me, Tommy?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, it'll be a great match, man. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a 60-40 Punk.
60-40 Punk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And you know
biased,
what?
but
This match is going to, obviously, it's going to go on last. What match do you think opens up the show?
probably the tag titles, if I had to be honest. If I had to take a guess.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go tag titles. No, never mind. No, because now I got to think about the buy-in. I think they go Darby and Kyle.
That'd be interesting. AEW always likes to start their shows hot.
Yeah.
Then they like to bring it down a little bit and then get hot again. The tag titles, the trios match between House of Black and Pac, Ray Phoenix, and
Death
Penta.
Triangle.
That triangle, thank you. That very well could be the first match too as well. Like I'm trying to think of like how can they start this pay-per-view hot. So I'm gonna have to go with one of the tag matches for sure. I think
Okay.
AEW is notoriously known for starting with like a tag team title match of some sort. But we got a good pay-per-view tomorrow, I must say. The
Yeah, man.
pay-per-view starts at 5 by me, 8 o'clock by you. It's weird. Like the past two events, Rampage and Dynamite, has literally ended, and we walk out and it's still sunlight. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
It's still sunlight, bright as day when the events are over, and then we go out and do our thing. Not so much tomorrow. It'll be dark by the time we get out of the arena. It'll be about 9 o'clock. We'll still have the night for ourselves if we want. Maybe there'll be a post show. Maybe not. But definitely by episode 92 later this week coming up. We'll definitely go more in depth about what we saw on the pay-per-view. Tommy, any last minute thoughts
No, man, I'm
about the
excited.
show or prediction?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, man. I really am. I think we're gonna see at least 3 New Japan guys.
Okay. Yeah. I would think that maybe we kind of see it in the form of like a little bit of an invasion angle, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because this is basically going to be like an AEW versus New Japan pay-per-view Forbidden Door, so you got to book it as such for sure. But anyhow, we are halfway, a little bit halfway, kind of, sort of, in the middle between Vegas and Arizona. And we are off to the Diamondbacks-Dodgers game, which takes place in about 3 hours from now. What is it, 12:30 right now? I don't even know. But anyhow, we got such a good weekend ahead of us, and I can't wait for tomorrow. This definitely has the potential of being one of the better pay-per-views. It's stacked. It's absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of potential, despite what anybody thinks about the build. It's got a lot of potential. When I look at this card, when I was like handwriting like my notes for the rundown for tomorrow, I'm looking at it, and this is a pretty stacked card. The AEW roster is really shaping out to be something else. So I'm very, very excited. It's going to be a good day tomorrow. Vegas is awesome. And can't wait to talk about this show with you guys next.
Yeah,
Tommy,
man.
I think it's that time. It's that time for you to take a nap and
Time for me to go to
recharge and
nap,
me to
man. I'm
continue
gonna
my
go
journey
to
here?
bed. This is my 8-hour time to go to sleep, man. I'm dragging.
Tommy, thank you so much for hopping on. To those of you
Yeah,
guys that are
man.
watching, don't forget to go on to ProWrestlingTees.com, get a shirt. Make sure you share this prediction show with your friends, your family, to those that like wrestling. Make sure you share this, share our predictions. We usually get most of our predictions right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't forget to share this with your friends and tell them to subscribe to help out our show. We're also available on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, you name it, we're on that platform. And you can also check us out on Facebook, the Aftermath Pro Wrestling Podcast. Those of you guys that are watching and listening, and Tommy, thank you so much for hopping on today and joining me during my journey from Vegas to Arizona today.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you guys all soon. Have a good day, everybody.
Agility from the champion. Uh-oh!